Shall I tell you what the real evil is? To cringe to the things that are called evils, to surrender to them our freedom, in defiance of which we ought to face any suffering. Meaning, we just should not and must not be laughing at any of our evils in life, or that's basically associated with human nature condition and with human beings under any circumstances and situations. Because the moment we consider evil to be light and simple and easy or straightforward, then precisely, exactly, and accurately in that moment, evil enters our body, consumes our mind, penetrates our character, infiltrates, corrupts, and hijacks our whole psychological, analytical, rational, intellectual architecture, and falls apart our character. And everything else is also destroyed in the process of our likeness of evil. So, evil must not be taken lightheartedly by anyone in the world. We just cannot afford to say, think, or do away with evil. We just cannot afford to think or intellectualize that evil is simple, straightforward, simple in the world. And the moment we do so, evil makes its presence felt in the life. Evil makes its way in our lives as well as interactions, ideologies, obviously because of our own overconfidence, ignorance, and other bad philosophies that have basically convinced us and manipulated us to believe that evil is simple and that is neither complicated nor chaotic nor difficult, when in reality, evil and its origin has always been difficult and dangerous, and obviously also very complicated to cure in one way or another. So, obviously, we cringe and laugh over the evils of life, human condition, nature, ultimately only to fall victims and praise to it. We fall victim, trap, and directly into the abyss of the evils we laugh, joke, and cringe over in our actions, in our eventualities, thoughts, careers, behaviors, communications with one another, because ultimately in the modern society we are all governed, controlled by our egos, arrogance, aggression, ignorance, and we constantly compete and rival against one another on the face or in the disguise of equality, mutuality, respect, justice, fairness, for competition, for superiority, dominance, validation, approval, success, fame, more fortune uh, over the others. And that's why we compete in a very veiled and both direct and indirect ways in education, in external possessions, in the purchase, pursuit, acquisition of cars, bikes, phones, etc. We have turned everything basically into a competition because that's how the modern thinking works. That's how we have been taught and educated by the system to become rivals and competitors of